The On Smite podcast is recorded before a live streaming audience at twitch.tv/OnSmite podcast. Get involved by joining the live chat each and every Thursday at 7 p.m. Central. Click follow so we will send you an alert when the next show starts. And now, your host with this week's discussion on Smite.
It's on Smite episode 420, recorded on March 24th, 2016. I'm Brent Copeland.
I am Ryan Curran.
And we have a special guest with us this evening. That is Lydia. How are you doing?
Hey, I'm doing good, guys. How you guys doing?
We're doing great. And we're really happy that you joined us tonight. Our other co-host left us for the evening.
Wow.
And you jumped in and filled in like at the last minute. So thank you very much.
You guys know I'm always here for you. I mean, you had me on when I first joined Paradigm, and wow.
Well, that's good you mentioned that. Let's go ahead and, because we do have a show with a lack of content besides what Lydia brings. So
God.
We're
okay.
gonna, right?
No, I just woke up from a nap. Woo.
Well, good. Then you're rested. And I guess for people who maybe don't know you, which that's known, you want to fill in our listeners like who you are and what you do?
Yeah. I'm Lydia, and as of yesterday, I am the owner and manager of Paradigm, who were the 2015 European champions, and I'm also the coach for professional Australian team Avant-Garde. So, hype.
So super busy.
Oh God, yeah. I have been up since 2:30 in the morning because we had games that I had to coach. I had an hour sleep.
So you got to go to every game and then also help out with practices and stuff, or?
See, with Paradigm, I don't have to be there when they play because I do the background, I do the sponsorships, I do the management side, and right now it's just a transition period. So it's kind of just taking everything that was going on and just bringing it to my name, and I'm meeting with my players Saturday to figure out exactly which way we want to go. But with Avant-Garde, I am their coach now. I live in Canada. So I am in the Eastern time zone. There's no way I could be there for them live every single practice, every single game. But if it's the Pro League games, I do wake up at like 2 a.m. in the morning. I just sleep on the couch in my basement because my computer's in the basement. Wake up at 2:30. I'm like, what's up, guys? I'm awake. I'm here.
So is there a chance these two teams are ever going to play each other?
At Worlds, unless there's a special showcase, which would be, I've asked Hyrads, I'm like, why don't we show off Australia to America or to Europe? And then that would be interesting because I own one team and I coach the other.
Right. See what happens.
Hilarious, because I know Paradigm will just not let me have a moment's rest if we're against them, and they'll just banter from across the stage.
And so Australia is how have they been along for the ride with Smite as long as everyone else?
A few of the pro players in Australia have been around since closed beta. They would play on the North American servers on like 300 ping. And then once Australia got their own servers, obviously most of them migrated over to that.
Right.
Now their competitive scene, like their pro scene, has only been around, is the youngest in Smite. Last year was its first year. But I'm really excited to be helping there. As we spoke about last time I was on your podcast, I want to help the international regions of Smite and grow all of our competitive scenes. So It's really exciting to be helping these guys. And the boys are coached. We're a family. They're amazing guys. So.
Yeah, I'm still trying to push the idea of them getting into colleges to make Smite like a college sport, because I think they would get huge and it would be all over the world. Colleges everywhere, right?
It's funny you say that because when I was at Worlds, I was lucky enough to talk to Todd and Stu, and was one of the things I brought up was, why don't we get involved in the college scene? And they said, it's been discussed. So,
hey, there you go, Brent. Cool. They're listening.
They stole your thing, Brent.
It's all about the game, and they can hire me anytime. That's works great that way. Well, we will get back to Lydia because, like I said, the rest of the show is nothing but Lydia. But we will.
Oh, wow. Okay.
It's not. It's my show notes aren't that
crown?
bare this week.
Oh no, they're pretty bare.
I have a princess crown.
It's not your fault though.
Find it.
Here, I'll just put the Paradigm logo over your head, and it will look like a crown. Let's see. There we go.
I had it this morning though.
Oh wait, you're moving too fast. There we go.
Oh, I'm moving. Okay. I do that.
There we go.
I need to be like, find out. Are we actually doing this?
We'll put it there for now. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to this.
Oh, I'm so nervous.
Hey guys, what's cracking?
Well, Ragin, how about you let us know what's cracking, man?
What's cracking with me? I guess the big news for me, and of course I have to announce this when Lydia's on and all these people who are affiliated with the pro scene are watching. But I am happy to announce I made it to Gold 5 in Ranked Joust today.
Nice.
Yay!
So, I mean, that was my original goal when I first started out. Was I wasn't even entirely sure I would be making it to Gold, but I've done it in a month. And it hasn't been that difficult. My win rate's 32 and 27. I'm actually just a little disappointed I only got Gold 5 because I was at Silver 1. I went 10 and 4 in Silver 1, and they only promoted me the one step up to Gold 5. So I want to thank Lincoln Bob and Okami for helping me with that this morning.
Nice. And
Brent, you got to get out of bronze or else we can never team up for Ranked Joust.
Well, it's weird. I don't like playing without people I know, but like I hopped in a game and just the team wouldn't even talk to me. Like I'm like, what do y'all want to play? Trying to be nice and fill and nothing. So they just go and do their bans and their picks, and it gets to me, and I'm like, guess I'll do Chiron. And then just went in and was like 12-0 or something, and we won, of course. And so I think you're right. Like the people I'm going to be playing against right now is not going to be difficult. I think I'll be able to hop in, up from bronze pretty fast if I just do it.
Yeah, the problem you're going to run into is potentially your teammates, though, and yeah. So fortunately, most of the other people we know are still trapped in silver. I think I'm actually the only one out of our circle that's made it into gold now. So we'll see. And I don't think I'm going to stay at Gold 5. I do think I'm going to go on. I'm climbing the ladder quite quickly. I mean, I'm 32 and 27. So I haven't done that many matches, and it seems to be going well. Getting Ares a lot more, which is definitely helping. Also had a couple really good games with Guan Yu as support, so working on that, not being so tied to Ares. Not too happy with Hades, though. I did try Hades.
No.
And in casual,
Okay.
I had what I would call the perfect support game. I went 0 deaths and 0 kills, but I was 100% assist rate. But when I tried him in ranked, yeah, it's even against gods that can't escape. If you're building proper support, you're just not doing enough damage, even with your ult, to be all that effective. So
Right.
I'm gonna stick with Ares, Guan Yu, Xingqian, gods like that, to play support. And on times when I don't play support because someone else wants to, then I usually take Kukulkan. So getting through it. A couple of things that happened. I got my 1-0 achievement in Arena finally. I probably had 10, 15 matches. I've won 2-0, but I finally won one just yesterday, I think, where it was 1-0. So that went well.
Congrats.
And I got Scotty mastered on Triple Worshippers Day, so I kind of cheated. So I've only played 4 matches with her, and I'm 2-2 with her, which for a hunter isn't bad for me. And basically, I just mastered her so that in the future I can pick her for a teammate if I need to. I have no intention of ever really playing her.
Cool.
And that's about it for me.
Well, I know you've had a busy week, Lydia. Do you want to tell us about what's been going down?
Well, as of yesterday, like I brought up, I became manager and owner of Paradigm.
Congrats.
Thank you. That's just a little bit of pressure. Just a little. I was at work and I got a message from Funball going, "You're Zimstar now." I'm like, "Excuse me, what? What does that mean? Hello? Are you trolling me?" We talked to the boys and Zimstar is going to be releasing his own statement about why he left, but he has too much on his plate. He's running Battle Riff and 2 other new Smite businesses.
Oh, wow.
And the team chose to have me take over completely, and that's a little bit of pressure, but I'm also coaching Avant-Garde in Australia, and it's Super Week for us, which means we have 2 sets to play this week. And it's a short split in Australia. There's only 1 more week after this, and that decides who goes to the first LAN of the year. So we have a chance at making LAN, and I really want to go to Sydney. That'd be so cool.
Yeah. That'd be awesome. And I know, like when we were this year's Worlds, like we were trying to like get to talk to you, but you were so busy,
my
like every
gosh.
second, and so I know you'll.
I'm so sorry.
No,
Yeah,
no, no. It was just you don't want to jump in when someone's like busy working when you're there having fun. So
Yeah, I never saw you once where you were not moving. Like
Oh,
you had
God.
a purpose. So I was not going to stop and say, "Hi."
Oh, you should have just stopped me. I had to play Where the Hell the Tricks Tank Go Now every day, every 5 minutes. I got a text from backstage from like the admin saying, "You guys are on in 20 minutes. Where's your support player?" I'm like, I just sent him there. I literally walked him backstage, and he's gone. So I started running around, going up to fans, going, "Have you seen Tricks Tank?" Like in pure panic mode. I'm like, "Yeah, he's outside smoking." I'm just like, "Tricks, we gotta go." He's like, no, I'm taking pictures." I'm like, "No, you're playing enemy. Let's go."
Well, you do have to realize the offset to that is having your support player trying to do a match while in the middle of a nicotine fit. So that might not be the best alternative either.
patches.
I don't like it when my players are smoking. I hate it, but it was Worlds, and I'm not having them go into a withdrawal there. So that's all I need is have them on stage and just start shaking. It was my worst nightmare, but Worlds was amazing. I didn't realize how much I guess I've done for the community until I was there. Because random people were like, "Oh my god, can I have a picture with you?" I'm like, "Honey, I play a video game. Like, it's not a big deal." And I think what kind of made me realize after last year was a year of hell, it was all over the place for me, was when this gentleman about in his 30s came up to me and started crying. I was like, "Are you all right? What's wrong?" He's like, "No, but my wife said you're an inspiration, and I wouldn't be here at this event if she didn't read an article about you." I was like, "Are you serious?" So I had things like that at Worlds, and I was
That's really
like,
cool.
what do I do? Oh, we lost him. He's gone.
did we lose Raging?
Oh, sorry, I clicked the wrong button.
We got your pretty avatar there though. That's okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was trying to mute my mic and I hit the wrong button.
Your cat acting up.
Let me guess, you guys heard me with my killer
Typing?
keyboard of death as well there. Yeah, okay.
Hey, at least your keyboard works. Mine has a broken, this is going to be funny, don't laugh, has a broken D key.
Oh,
So
you're just
I'm
going
trying to
left all the
play,
time.
To the right, yeah, all the time. And it's
Lydia
just like,
Lydia can't go right.
Oh, it's stuck down. Like where
it's
it's
stuck
just.
down, so if I just like put my finger over it, my D is stuck.
Oh, that's funny.
So
That's funny.
I'm like in a game, I'm like, "I'm so sorry guys, I don't have a choice here." And I try to type and it's just like D. I'm just like, whatever.
I just got my new keyboard. I'm all happy. So different. I used to have one of those G12s, and they're just so big and clunky and like, oh, I hated it. But now I'm happy. Let's see. I didn't really get much Smite playing this week. I played a couple days, but I've been really big into this MMO that came out. So I'll get my fill and then be back in Smite and rank up. Like, so you can't play with me now, Raging?
No, you can only play with people who are one metal, like one tier. So I can play with silvers and platinums, but I cannot play with a bronze. So you and Eric have to get out of bronze.
Eric?
What a qualifier.
And I
to
still
play with
think you
bronze.
guys absolutely can. You just need to put in the games.
Yeah. Well, I have 44 points in, so I just need the other, 56?
Yeah, and then you get to, once you get to 100, then if you win the next match, then you get promoted, and the game will decide how much you get promoted by. So yeah, like I went from bronze 1 to silver 3 to silver 1 to gold 4. So, or sorry, gold 5. So it takes a little while.
Do you get much time to play Smite, Lydia?
I'm sick of it.
Sick
that
of playing the
sounds
game right
really
now?
bad, but I have barely have time even to stream. It's just I work full-time job, come home, deal with 2 professional teams, and then my entire Twitter timeline is Smite, and it's just I play maybe 1 to 2 hours a week right now. I don't have time. Like I just simply don't have the time right now. Maybe in
Right.
a few weeks when things calm down and everything's settled, but. It's a lot of people in the pro scene got burnt out after Worlds because you spend the entire year playing,
Yeah.
or just talk. Your entire life is Smite. You're surrounded by Smite, and I was going at such a high octane from October to Worlds, just Paradigm, and I was coaching 2 teams, and it was just streaming. I was trying to be Wonder Woman. I was trying to do everything. After Worlds, I just like, all right, I need a break for like a month. And a lot of pros felt the same way. They, like Paradigm, we didn't scrim right away a few weeks afterwards because it's just like, we need a break. It's a full year commitment. Let's just take a few weeks off.
In no way am I even trying to pretend I could be a pro player, but I've always said, like, even if I had that skill set, I don't think I'd want to be, because one of the ways I've always lived as my general life is the number one way to ruin your favorite hobby is to try and make it your job.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure that's exactly what you're talking about, where, you know, it becomes work, and you can't just do it when you feel like it. You can't just do it for fun. You can't just screw around. You have to take every single thing seriously. Part of the reason why I've only got 59, if I do the math, matches in at Ranked Joust is there's a lot of days I'm just not in the mood for it. I just want to go in and play some casual assault and arena and not even worry about it. So I have to be in the right mood, and I can't even imagine when it becomes, you know, scrims for 8 to 12 hours a day, every day. No thanks.
And especially as, like, because I do coach the Australian team, is I have to watch everything back and give notes on everything.
Oh,
and it's just like, I mean, I love this game and I love what I do. I'm not trying to say I don't want to do this. It's just, you could do the same thing. Like, if you want to be a professional hockey player, professional football player, it's fun as a kid.
Yeah.
And then as soon as you get to one level where every single thing you do is criticized, it's suddenly not fun.
Yeah.
My problem, too, for me is I desperately need to make a Smurf account. Because when I play, I have to go on D&D because people freak out now, or they get really creepy. I've had the weirdest messages ever because, oh my god, it's a girl. Oh, what do I do? I read them out to my boys. They're like, what is wrong with people?
Well, if you need a link to sign up, I've got a link. With,
yeah. Let's hit that sign up. Let's go.
Then we can play for, 10 hours, and I can get my new skin.
So that'll take you about 6 months.
Find the time for both of us. But yeah, like you're saying, it's, Nick Saban doesn't play football probably. He may go play with his kids or something every once in a while, but he'll coach and win every year, which is what we expect coming with Paradigm, right?
Sorry, I zoned out. I heard Paradigm. I'm doing good. What's up?
Oh, nothing much.
Facebook message.
Nothing much. So I guess we also have a little bit of news. Smite birthday week.
Smite birthday week.
So a bunch
swag
of
week.
Different stuff every day. Yeah. I was in the video last year. Not going to be in the video this year. I don't know if there's going to be a video this year.
Enough.
Well, I don't know if I'd say that. I don't know if they're going to do a video. I think there's a vote for community skin going on right now somewhere.
Yep.
Oh, I love those. Those are... I'm so glad they went back to community skins. By the way, mentioning skins, I finally got my skin in the Game Boys.
Oh, yes.
6 months I've been trying to get that Awelix. 6 months of, please let us have this. We finally got it. I freaked out.
Nice. We're just trying to get an avatar. An on Smite logo avatar. Don't know if we'll see that or not.
Just keep bugging Gabe.
Well, he's submitted it, so we'll see.
Oh, I want one. You get me one.
Well, he said it's not up to him. I think which was his really nice way of saying, "Good try, boys."
Yeah.
But we'll see. He's a good gentleman. Can't wait to see him again next year at Worlds, or maybe sooner at the summer ones, the summer stuff.
Oh, you're gonna go to? Are you guys gonna go to any of the regional lands then in Atlanta?
If I can, I'll probably hit anything that they do over there. Yeah, because I'm only like 3.5 hours away. Yeah, there you go.
I can't. Going to Worlds once a year will be a stretch. I mean, I live in Calgary, so it's a bit of a jaunt to get down there. So
yeah.
I know, Brent, you're outnumbered here. You got 2 Canadians today.
Ah, I know. Hey, what's that about?
Excuse me?
Have a donut, Brent. You'll feel better. Anyways, birthday week. So, probably the biggest news out of this is if you're just getting into the game, or for some reason you've been playing it forever and don't yet have the Ultimate God Pack, for the first time ever, it is on sale for 50% off. So you can get every god in the game for $15.
That's crazy. Yeah, if you don't have it, I mean, that's a no-brainer, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I've had it for years. I don't know what I don't know how many gods I would have owned by now. Probably not that many. And I wouldn't have all the stuff I've been able to buy with favor instead of buying gods. So absolutely worth it. Now there's been a few days already into the celebration, so you've missed Triple Worshipper Day if you haven't done that. I got 30 Worshippers on Scotty in one win. So that was a very nice day for anyone who's trying to grind out their masteries or grind out their diamonds. Went very well. Yesterday wasn't so big. It was double first win of the day bonus. Today, icons are 50% off. Maybe not the greatest. If you're listening in time to play on Friday, they'll get a first win of the day, and you will get the cutesy Thor icon. These are really hard to get. So if you're, an idiot completionist who just wants to have it like me, even though I'll never use it because I never play Thor and I never play Assassins and I've got all these other icons, but you still want it, make sure you get a first win of the day on Friday. Saturdays,
Good job, Brent.
Saturday and Sunday, though, are the big days. I know, I'm such a salesman. So Saturday is 2 times everything. So I'm assuming that means it'll be double favor, double worshippers, probably double experience if you're not level 30 yet. So that's a good day. And on Sunday, if you get 3 first wins of the day on Sunday, you get a Smite chest roll. So that'll be good too, because there's some good stuff in that chest.
That'll be awesome.
He has no clue.
What?
I don't know what she's talking about.
I don't know. I'm just lit. Don't worry about it.
And finally, on Monday is voice pack sale. So all voice packs will be 50% off. So that will go on Monday, and that is the final day of the birthday week celebration. So if you've been wanting to try all your voice packs, get them then. I don't know.
Awesome.
Chat's just going nuts on me. I don't know what I did, but
You're not watching the stream, are you?
On stream.
I have a Canadian flag for you there.
Put over your face
okay.
the whole time. That's what I've been laughing at.
Gotcha.
You
Brent's
guys were
just trolling
laughing at you
you, okay.
selling. You're like, I don't get it.
It's had to be done, and I missed all that. So can you repeat it?
Yeah, we
No.
missed
I'm
the entire
just kidding.
thing. Oh no, my makeup. Look what you did.
Oh, I'm sorry. So is that all the news?
Well, the other thing is, this is the... Okay, I'm just going to talk. You can do whatever you want, I guess.
I'm not doing anything.
Yeah.
I'm actually looking up on the website to make sure I'm not missing anything.
So Smite Pro League started today, and I don't think many people won many fantasy points today, because it did not go the way people thought. I certainly didn't win fantasy points on any of the 3 matches. All of them were 2-0s. Eager beat Alliance. Now, Alliance is the team that's like Lassus and Matty Pocket and those guys. Denial beat Randozzo's. That one's not quite the surprise. I picked a split on that, but Denial took it 2-0. Probably what everyone's going to call the upset, and just like the upsets at Worlds, it is Team Enemy, who once again, Pain de Vion kicked almost all of his teammates and brought on 3 new people to play with him. And they went 2-0 against Woony Tunes, which is the old Cloud9 roster with, who is it, the Boosh and Snoopy from the old TSM. So that's probably the biggest upset. The crazy thing is I couldn't even watch the end of that match because it went 75 minutes and we had to get the show started. So, yeah, that one was insane. 75-minute game.
Wow.
They're pretty sure, the casters were pretty sure that's probably the longest game in SPL history.
Yeah.
An hour and 15 minutes. That is just brutal. So, and for Enemy to go 2-0 on that, again, everyone just dismisses Pain de Vion whenever he, does these roster changes. And at least to start off, he's pulling the exact same thing that he pulled last year. So it's hard to say how this will go.
We don't have any patch notes, even though there is, stuff on the PTS. I do just want to show this because I love this. The Anubis skin that's going to be
Oh, yes.
the K9. It's beautiful. Love it. So can't wait to see that. There's a bunch of other really cool ones, too. I'm not going to show them, though. You'll have to tune in next week. Or wait, they'll already see it. Whatever. That's how things go. Or maybe we should shut since we don't really have much to talk about. But I mean, talking about when's y'all's next match, Lydia?
Paradigm or Avant-Garde?
Let's go with Paradigm.
Pick a team. We play Monday against Fnatic. I think it's at 1 p.m. Eastern. I think no, it's 3 p.m. Eastern. I forget. Time zones are driving me insane. I have like 10 time zones in my head.
We're gonna look on the schedule to find that. But Monday is
against Fnatic. It's the final game of week 1.
Is that something? I mean, y'all are just prepping for hardcore, and
they're always prep. We didn't go as far as we expected to go at Worlds, I think it made us want to show ourselves that we can do it and play even harder this year. Mm-hmm. It kind of motivated us to, you know what, next year it's going to be us in the finals, and we're not taking any easy route this time. Because we were at regionals where everybody thought we were going to lose to Dignitas, beat Dig, then we beat Fnatic, who everybody thought we were going to win, and we beat Epsilon at regionals. Like, we didn't expect to beat Epsilon. We're like, all right, we're already in. Let's go have fun. And then we beat them. We're like, wait a second. Fortunately, we lost to Enemy at Worlds. That was really hard for me and a few of my players to take because we just wanted to win so hard. But it just motivated my boys this year to go all out. You're going to see a really driven team on Monday. Like, they just have not stopped theory crafting.
Oh, that's cool. And not to give any strats away or anything, but are they going against the current meta and
not
making
up
their own stuff?
I'm not their coach, so I wouldn't be able to tell you everything they're doing anyway.
We'll have to see. So, and I guess is the owner and everything, you're doing a lot more like marketing and setting up things for the team? Things like that?
Yeah. I was the assistant manager last year, so I did a lot of what I do now, but I had to pass it up to Zimstar to give final yes or no on most of the things I did. Now that the team is giving me this I didn't expect this. I never expected to be, a year ago, I never expected to be in charge of a whole org, let alone Paradigm. Like, that's insane.
Right.
And it's kind of like the fact they gave me this vote of confidence that the entire team said we want Lydia to do this, and they all told me that they trust me to do it. It just gave me this huge boost of confidence. Like, hey, you know what? I'm ready to show everybody what I can do now. Now this is my team. These are my boys. So I'm really excited for this year, and I want to kind of push the boundaries of European esports with Paradigm. We already do it when we play our games. I mean, we started the Neath mid craze. We've done ISIS jungle a long time ago. We do all crazy stuff, and I want to bring that personality out into esports period with the boys, so see how I can do that this year.
So we're looking for a nice, exciting year then, I guess.
I'm going to be a little bit everywhere. I was just in Texas last week at South by Southwest. I was invited on a panel by the Daily Dot to talk about esports to a general film and music crowd that aren't familiar with professional gaming. And that was an amazing experience. I've always wanted to go to Austin, and then I was put on stage in front of people.
And how'd that go? I
had an idiot moment where I said North Korea instead of South Korea, and they're like, what? And I gave the guy $20 who filmed it and said, please delete that part from YouTube, and he's trying to figure out how. But it was just nervous because there was like so many people in front of me, and I was just like, okay, North Korea, and the guy's like, Lydia, did you say North Korea? So I was like, oh, oops. But it went really well. I had a whole bunch of people approach me afterwards that don't follow Smite just to talk to me about how cool it is to see, people could actually play games professionally, and just because they heard my story. So
that's cool. What's the next? Do you have any other trips lined up that people can look for you?
Next month I'll be heading off to Chicago. I got invited onto a panel with the Chicago Law Society or Chicago Bar. So I'm talking to lawyers who don't know anything about esports or esports law. I'm on 2 panels there. I'm on about online harassment because, unfortunately, I've been a victim because of how popular I've gotten of things that have been said on the internet that should not be said. And I'm also talking about esports generally laws, like contracts of players, sponsorships, explaining to lawyers, you guys need to help us protect our industry and protect our players. Because
Right.
a lot of the players, they're teenagers to early 20s. They don't understand what they're signing.
Or their parents. Like I
Yes.
assume their parents are have to deal with that a lot of times.
Mm-hmm.
I know. I don't know about the Smite aspect, but I've talked to quite a few parents on the kind of Minecraft side of like streamers and YouTubers, and there's some of those parents, especially with like the big YouTubers, who are just like, I don't know. My kid just came home one day and said, "Dad, can I need you to deposit this check?" And it was for $25,000. And had no clue what to do. Like his kid's like, he's signed him up for the YouTube. Yeah, sure, you can do whatever there. Not realizing his kid's a sensation on the internet. And so it's just crazy. So do y'all have to deal with like contracts and lawyers? Like every player, you got to sign a contract and.
I have never seen a player get a lawyer involved ever. As long as I've been involved in Smite, I've been involved since 2012, competitive scene since 2013. I have never seen anybody bring their own lawyer to a table. Players do sign contracts to orgs. All of my players on Paradigm are on contracts. I'm on a contract as a coach.
Right.
It's just, it protects the organization and it protects the players. Because they could just go, okay, I'm going to take all this free stuff and run.
Right. No. I definitely understand the reason for it. I was just wondering. I never really thought about that until you brought it up, though. So
Yeah, because what people don't realize is there's sponsors. There's millions of dollars in esports as sponsors. Like Nike is sponsoring teams, Reebok sponsoring teams, and they're not going to be very happy if they just sign something and it's not promoted.
Right. And are most contracts, because, it's like after last year, we saw a lot of roster changes for a lot of teams and things like that. Like, is that pretty open for most contracts for players to be able to leave after a certain point, or is it?
I can't go in depth about contracts because when you do it, you sign that you can't talk about it. But generally,
Gotcha.
There's a clause in esports contracts that's saying that the organization has the right to decide who are the 5 starters, and they can bench anybody at any time.
Okay.
If the whole team is trying to switch to another org, generally there's a buyout option in the contract. So let's say the Paradigm team wanted to join Epsilon while they're still signed to us, but they were like, we're going right to Epsilon right now. Epsilon would have to pay us if that was the contract
Gotcha.
situation for both teams. That's just the random 2 names I threw out there. I don't know the contract situations of everybody.
Right.
I generally do, because I do help write the contracts, and I've actually had a few pros on the NA side have me look over their contracts because I manage, and they're like, can you make sure these are fine before we sign them? I'm like, yeah, no problem.
Well, is there any kind of, it's like pro teams, like say for NFL and other organizations like that, like they have a big rule set kind of above them, and then rules about who they can like sell and trade and like win and all that kind of stuff. Like, is there anything like that with Smite where they like are trying to get more of that aspect to try to keep players and build kind of the teams up that way or anything?
Generally, when a org signs a team, they expect that team to stay together. Now, there's always something that happens. Someone isn't committed. There's a personality clash or whatever. But usually when you sign with an org, they're expecting those people to stay with you. What's interesting about Smite, though, is we have the roster lock situation. So we run, sometime near the end of the season, you can run out of subs, especially in the other regions. So then it's at the point of, what do you do as an org with like 10 people under your name? Or if you're the admins, you have like a list of like 20 people that have played for one team. Like it's...
Oh, wow.
It's not fun. Like when I was on Team Justice, we had to start listing me as a sub because we had to actually max out everybody. I didn't play, thank God, because we don't need that. But we actually started submitting me for a few weeks when I was with them as the emergency sub.
What were you gonna have to play?
Mid
Jungle?
or solo?
Mid or solo?
No, hell no. Do not put me in no jungle. Oh, no. We don't need that. We put me in mid or solo.
But you'll call the shots, won't you?
I can be I can get very competitive. And when I'm streaming, if I'm playing like a tournament or if I'm playing a rank game, I am not a happy person. Somebody screws up and just like, I'm out of this, and just leave comms. But I long time ago I had to sub in for Reason Gaming back in 2012, 2013. I was terrified. I didn't say a word the whole game. They threw Snoopy slept in. They said, Lydia, you've never even practiced competitively. Wake up, get online. You're playing in a weekly. I was like, excuse me, what, Peckies? We had the Lydia Adonis Lane of Dreams, where 45 seconds into the game, I had tossed somebody into my on her, which was Adonis, and we both died. The game went about just like that for the rest of the
that was the last time they said they called your number.
Yeah, that was my moment of glory.
That's awesome.
That's why I don't play competitively. That's why I coach.
That's awesome. Let's see. I don't know. Do we want to hit Vulcan's workshop? Raging. I've started on a new bumper for next week. I didn't get it in time for this one, so
it doesn't make it sound like Satan is sponsoring our show.
Well, I don't know. We're gonna play it and see what the crowd thinks.
Okay.
Vulcan's Workshop.
What was that?
It's Vulcan.
This is our show.
Is this Halloween?
He the best deal.
Isn't that how Vulcan sounds? Just like that?
No, it's
when he's
not.
got the mask on. Oh, Vulcan's Workshop. This is where you can send us ideas, of course, that you want for the game. We'll put Lydia on the spot here in a second for something maybe that you would want in the game, and it could be even stuff that like you want as you know, an owner or as a coach or as a player, either of those. But to give you a little bit of time to think about that, we'll start off with a Ragin.
Before I say mine, I'm going to say we don't expect it to be realistic. We sometimes say some really stupid stuff in this segment, nice. So just have fun with it. But actually, mine this week are probably perfectly doable and I think perfectly reasonable. They are adding this whole slew of God-specific achievements. Every patch, it seems like they pick 3, 4, 5 gods and give them 3 achievements each. They seem to be like super easy, medium, and then insanely hard. Like I will, as much as I play Ares, I don't think I'm ever going to get the one for actually pulling 5 people at once with Ares ult, because someone always gets out of it. But on this vein, I would also like to see item-related achievements. Now, there already kind of half is one, because there is the Fooled You achievement, which is killing someone with damage reflect. I got that one with Hide of the Nemean Lion. I think it's supposed to be more in line with, say, Nemesis and her ability to reflect damage, or back when there was the spiked shell. But nevertheless, it works. But a couple I thought of is I'm a huge Mystical Mail fan, and I would love to get an achievement for actually killing someone with Mystical Mail, because I've done it. And what the hell is Brent doing to me now?
I'm not doing anything.
I'm just laughing.
Look, my hands are right here. I'm not doing anything.
Yeah, okay. And another one I thought of was stunning 3 gods with your Mantle of Discord when you get your proc for going down to, I think it's 30% health where it triggers, and you get a stun and purification. I would like to see, like, this. Those are a couple ideas. Of course, I think tank items because I always play tank, but I'm sure they could come up with some for some of the other items as well. So that's my idea.
Okay, sounds good. Mine is more of, I think I might have actually mentioned this last April Fool's, but my idea is for April Fool's for when you log in for Smite for that day, only that day, play top down, like LOL or something. Like all the same characters as Smite, but like all suddenly you're like, what is going on? Like I think that'd be an excellent April Fool's joke.
Or trapped in spectator mode.
Oh, that
because then they wouldn't even have to code anything, right? The only problem there is then
no one's playing
automatically,
right? Or no one's playing, so you specking nothing. Okay, move on over to Lydia here. If maybe we gave you enough time to think of something.
All right, honestly, all I really want, I want the Australian servers to work so I could actually watch their games. 1 minute
like our
into
servers
every
to work.
No. 1 minute into every game I spectate, stasis mode for the rest of the game. I'm like, well, you guys had a good first minute. Good job, team. I want my T screen back too. I still press T. I'm like, why isn't this popping up?
Yeah.
I used to like compete with everybody. I'd be like, no, shut up. I have top damage. Press T. Like, I want that back.
So when y'all scrim and stuff, does it automatically record a replay or?
If somebody's spectating it, yes, unless you are doing what we do in Europe and North America, which is instead of surrendering, everybody disconnects, both teams, so it disappears.
Huh.
So nobody could see what you did.
So see, I even tried to ask Gabe for something that wasn't in the game. I was like, "Hey, can you turn my account so where it auto records every time?" And he was like, "I don't think that's in the game, Brent." I was like, "Oh, well, maybe it should be."
You can record it locally. We do that with some teams, and then you can watch it later. But in Europe and North America, we exit games at the end. As soon as one team figures it's over, everybody disconnects, and the game's gone. It protects like strats and stuff like that, and who you're picking and stuff. But in South America, Australia, we don't do that. We just play it out.
So does that mean y'all go back to say games that were streamed or something like that to try to run footage and see what other teams are working on?
I watch a lot of games. I watch every VOD of every single Australian team as soon as it's out. And I'll go in afterwards and try to spectate it. But there are spectator problems because of lag issues with the servers in Australia. So VODs are usually my best bet. But to watch one game, I usually spend about an hour and a half for one game. And they play like best of 3 usually once a night. So that's why I can't play Smite on my own anymore. I can't even play ranked. I'm stuck. I'm never gonna be able to play it again.
Just watching it forever. You gonna start casting? Do you cast ever? For
No.
team?
I am not coordinated enough for that. I would just be like, "That's so pretty. Look at that. Yay. Yay, go team. You do not want me casting. That would be a disaster."
Well, we thought that would actually be a funny thing to do at some point is for get some pro teams going, but then get someone like, well, you sound like a great candidate, me or Ragin, and then try to cast it. Because we would be like, "Oh, he pulled the glowy thing again." And it would be like just hysterical. We
do not. I will do it for charity, for fun, because it would be terrible and everybody would just laugh. But we do not want me casting.
Yeah, set that up.
The names of.
Oh my God, Nightfall, help me! I see you in chat. Nightfall cast a Challengers Cup for Australia. Nightfall, you can do it for me. Put on a wig.
And no, I won't pull that out. Some pre-show shenanigans.
Look at chat. We do not need this.
I think they're clamoring for it. You can start a podcast show.
There's going to be a petition.
I think everybody
Start
should.
A petition,
yes,
people.
he also casted regionals, but that was last year. This is this year. No, he also casted regionals last year in the Pro League last year in Australia. There you go. I'm sorry I didn't list off your entire resume. He's also Kiwi. I don't know what else.
What's his favorite color?
I have no idea.
What's in his pocket?
Money that he's giving to us?
There you go.
Oh, there
we
you
like
go.
that. Hey, and if you need a podcast to sponsor, it's always
there you go.
Lydia's new
That's
podcast coming out.
Sponsorship of this podcast.
Or your new
We'll send you an
podcast.
invoice.
Live like a gypsy. Is that the correct Twitter?
That is my Twitter.
That is Lydia's Twitter, so go follow that. She is the owner and what else? Marketing and...
I'm manager and owner of Paradigm and coach for Avant-Garde in Australia.
And she has taken the time tonight to spend an hour or so with us on the show where we have no show notes because Ragin failed us this week.
Because
I'm just kidding.
Happened.
I'm just kidding. Smite is busy doing birthday stuff. And so we're giving them the week off. We got Easter coming up. Are we going to see any more Easter skins? No. I haven't seen any in the past.
We got Chocolat.
Chocolat. What do you think they'll do for Easter Day? Do you think they'll have any special game modes? All Chocolat?
Maybe. What I would kind of want to see be hilarious is all Easter Bunny Bakasura.
Oh, there you go. I forgot there is that. What are all the Easter skins? We've got Bakasura, we've got Chocolat.
I think that's it.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Actually, I think that's just the two. Last year, all they did was make Bakasura available again.
What
Right.
is this question in chat? Have you anyone ever seen the show My Little Pony?
I have. Oh,
Brent's a brony from way back.
Oh my god.
I used to love that show. Anyway, that went to a weird place.
He said please answer, so we had to answer.
So Chaga does have a bunny.
Chocolate Bunny Nightfall. That was Valentine's Day. That was not Easter.
Yeah, that's a.
So, but that it has a bunny. Do you think it should be counted into, like, say, if they do a match of the day with all Easter-esque things, and then maybe pull in like Jesus as a god for the day or something?
I'm gonna say what I say every time. No one wants to play a god with a 3-day respawn.
Well,
never gonna happen.
But he can walk on water. Like, he could just. Kraken won't hurt him.
I forgive you. Yeah, no. Sorry.
I forgive you.
I'd get him in the news for sure, but I'm not sure they want that news. So, I guess you can see I'm trying to stall here. Not stall. I'm looking in the notes for more stuff, but that's pretty much it. Do you have any questions in the chat room for Lydia before we go?
Besides My Little Pony?
Yeah, some real stuff. Real questions.
Link's ancestor says Jesus could be a necromancer. That works.
So I know, take us through, besides watching footage, like and filling out legal contracts.
Woo.
What is a typical week? Even though I guess this is your first week as the owner, so
well, yeah.
There is no typical.
I just totally cut you off. I apologize.
No, it's okay. I'm cutting you off.
I do that.
No, I'll cut you off. Now we're even.
Oh, now we're just cutting everybody off. All right, let's go. I kind of did a lot last year for Paradigm. While coaching 2 teams, I literally had maybe 4 hours sleep a night for 3 months in a row. And I consider them all to be my children.
So there's a lot of spankings.
It was so hard last year because I would Paradigm would take up my mornings, and then my afternoons would be review the Australian games, and then at night I'd be there live for my South Americans, and then sleep. Because South American Pro League last year, they would play live at 11 at night and end at 2 a.m. So that was fun. Jeez. And I did that for a 3-4 month period straight. I decided this year, you know what, that's a little bit too much. So I'm only coaching Australia right now and managing Paradigm. For me, what I do for Paradigm is I deal with a lot of day-to-day stuff. Make sure we have 2 streamers. We have Smitten, who is our community streamer. And we have Benna, who is our Joust streamer. They're both fantastic people, and I love them. We have a full team. We also have a sub announcement next week. Well, it kind of got leaked out, but it'll be out officially next week. And I just make sure everybody's happy on Paradigm. I look for sponsors. I do our marketing plans. I deal with high-res. And technically, I own the SPL spot, so they better be nice to me. But with Australia, I do reviews. I kind of act as a counselor for my players too. That's something different. That's something I learned from Captain Coach last year is player relations, player behavior. But I also like sit down, make sure everybody's happy and everybody's heard, because you can't have one player that plays only, just throw random roles out there. This has nothing to do with my boys. Play the ADC, can't really tell the mid laner what he did wrong. He doesn't play that role.
Right.
So I kind of come in between, look it over, and tell them all what they need to fix. I'm there again live for all our OPL games. So I don't sleep. This week I have 2 nights where I don't sleep because I'm up 2 a.m.
You're going to have to get your teams closer together.
Or I just move.
Right.
Right? I just keep going back and forth. But I love what I do. I also do a 40-hour job during the week now. So I do that, deal with Paradigm on my lunch break, deal with Paradigm when I come home, and then the Australians are awake. So that's, hello, what's up, boys? I'm still going, still alive.
Do the people at your full-time job think you're crazy?
No, I was surprised. I work for the National Police Force in our headquarters. I'm a civilian. And I explained to my supervisor what I do. And I said, I need this time off to go to South by Southwest. I'm a speaker at a gaming panel. She's like, what? That's so cool. She was really into it because she wants to be a singer herself. She's an independent singer. So we had like a long conversation my second day of work about what I do. And then she's like, well, you tell me if there's anything I could do for you. So as soon as the Paradigm skin was out, I told her, and she made everybody sign up and buy it.
Oh, that's awesome.
I was like, yes, they'll never play it, but they all have my skin.
Okay, that just sounded creepy.
What?
They all have your skin.
I
Put the lotion in the basket.
The Satan voice.
Well,
That's right. That's all Ragen's fault too.
And make horrible jokes about Jesus.
Wow.
Yeah. Thanks for bringing that up again. Really killing the show tonight. But that's when we can bring out the flag. Oh, Canada. I don't know the song.
See, I kind of triggered when you say let's pull out the flag because 2 players on my Australian team, Chuckles, my solo laner, and Liquid Renegade, my jungler, they have a soundboard for TeamSpeak, and they have the Canadian anthem on it. So when it's time to troll Lydia, they play it.
I don't have
That's what I
that.
deal with.
All I have is a little Mountain Prince.
So,
Sorry. Go on, Ragen.
so what I'm going to ask you as a fellow Canadian, then. So Stu posted on Twitter a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, soliciting ideas for the Canada skin. Now, mine is Guani Canuck. Guan Yu in a Mountie uniform, wielding a goalie stick, riding a moose, yelling, "Beer run!" when he ults. Now, that's my idea. What would you support for the Canadian skin?
I want to see a Nemesis in a Team Canada jersey. And her sword would be a hockey stick, so she's just slashing somebody. And she could be on skates when she dashes and have like the skating sound go off. I thought that would be cool.
Skating was a big theme on that because a lot of people said it should be Naja hockey player because he's on instead of the wheels it would be skates. But
Yeah, I right away I was like, everybody's gonna say Naja, so I was like, let's get a Nemesis skin because we have like Captain America Raw, we have we have American Zeus. Let's get a girl with the Canada flag on it. Plus, our women's team is awesome, Canadian hockey. So, sorry,
That is
Brett,
true.
we're talking hockey now.
No, it's okay. It's gonna be funny when all the Americans screw it up and you can get a Mountie Chiron. So,
yeah, that was the popular one, and that's a terrible idea.
It's
Right.
a terrible idea.
Sure,
I work for the Mounties.
what's the coffee place? Tim Hortons. Do they have
Tim
a logo?
Hortons.
There
Do
was
they
there was a
have-
couple suggestions of people in of a god in a Tim Hortons outfit.
We have Tims in my office, and I had 6 today. I am a stereotypical Canadian.
Of course, there's a Tim's in the RCMP headquarters.
I mean,
That's yeah.
I can't make any more Rob Ford jokes, I guess, because I was gonna say the Bacchus Rob Ford could be the Canadian thing, but
That's okay. We're preparing all our Donald Trump jokes.
preparing. They've already started.
when I
Oh, you
tried
haven't seen anything
to,
yet.
when I was trying to get to South by Southwest, we have border guards in our airport in Ottawa because we're just across the border. And he was like, "Why are you going to Texas?" I said, "Because I'm on a panel." "I don't believe you. Where's your proof?" I'm like, "Why would I randomly make up that I want to be on your panel in America?" He's like, "Well, do you have proof?" I'm like, "You can go on the website." "I don't have to go on a website. I'm not letting you in if you don't have proof." I was like, "Okay, I'm just this little Canadian girl trying to go to Texas. What am I going to do?" He's ready for the wall.
The wall.
He's stopping me from going across before the wall goes up. He's going to get a wall on both sides, Mexico and Canada.
Just a big circle, square, rectangle, something. One of those things.
What about
But,
Alaska?
No, there's like 10 people there. No one cares.
They
about
have
Alaska.
Sarah Palin. They can just shoot things.
She could see Russia from her back door.
We'll just give it to him. We'll give it back. Stewart can have it back. Wasn't that the dude who sold it?
I
Stewart's
have no
Folly?
idea.
Sorry. I'm asking Canadians about American stuff. That's probably not the brightest thing I've done. But North Korea. We can get back to that. So anyway, with that, I think we're pretty much done with the show
I
tonight.
think we were done with the show
Yes,
for
we
2
are.
minutes
We're
ago.
done now. We're done now.
So please go right now. Twitter, follow Lydia, Live Like a Gypsy, or Live Like a Gypsy, either one.
Live, yeah. It's country music lyrics. I used to be into country music.
Awesome. And then go buy a Paradigm t-shirt or a hoodie. You can get it from their website.
Yes, you can.
Buy the skin in game.
Buy the
Buy the
skin
skin
in game.
in game, and you can get the ward. Wards win games. There you go.
And go follow and watch everything they do. I think I pretty much every match I saw for the thing, if it had Paradigm in it, that's the one I picked.
Aw,
So-
thank you.
So I got your back. Not like it'll help you.
Too.
Well, and I'm going to say this. I try and stay fairly neutral on the Pro League, but I do have to say Trix Tank is my favorite player in the Pro League.
He is
As a psychotically over-aggressive tank player that I am, seeing him, running Guan Yu and giving Ares a perfect undefeated record in the World Championships. Very much. I am a huge Trix Tank fan. So
he's one of the people I'm closest to on Paradigm. He's one of the sweetest people, and I'm still mad at him for making ranked games for about a month. Everybody play Wukong, Blink, and Fist after regionals. Thanks, Trix. Thank you, Trix Tank.
he does have the name Trick with the word Trix right in his name. So there you go.
Yeah, good point, Link. Yeah, so my team Avant-Garde, they have 2 games this week in the OPL. It's a super week, and if we win them both, we could go to LAN. So,
Well, good luck with that.
thank you.
Good luck with finding a little bit of sleep here or there.
Never.
And I would say good luck with the new job, but I know you'll rock it, so you don't need the luck. And thank you so much for being on the show once again. It's been a pleasure.
Hanging out with us plebs.
Oh, honey, I'm nothing special. I'm just some girl on the internet.
And we got a Canadian flag to go with it, so we'll let the music carry us out. And actually, it goes on for a while, so I'll probably just sit here saying nothing. But how about I just say this? Follow us too. Go ahead and hit that follow and like if you're on YouTube or if you're on Twitch. That way you'll know next
Our
time
Twitters are right there.
that we stream. Follow us on Twitter. Also, if you want to leave a voice message next time, just go to speakpipe.com/onsmite and we'll play it live on the air. And we will
Thank you for
see you
listening.
later.
This has been On Smite, a Large March media production. You can find us on Twitter, YouTube, and Twitch using On Smite Podcast. If you would like to leave us a voicemail, please go to speakpipe.com/onsmite podcast. Or for emails, use mercury@onsmitepodcast.com. Until next time,
You rock.
Smite on.